I don't know what it is about Quantum Break that be getting hated on. You know, everything look. You know what? They're trying to shit on Remedy, man. Everything that Remedy does is like classic, great stuff. And I enjoy everything they make. I haven't played Control yet, so you know there's that. But let me just make sure my chat is working. You know, I know y'all love me, nigga. Fuck. Yo, yeah, what up? Come on, come on. Oh shit. What up, what up, what up? Hey, what's up, whoever you are? I'm trying to look. I have. What's going on? You motherfucker. Oh, this shit. Yo, motherfucker, I said yo. God damn it. What's happening? Let me see this shit. Hold on. Yo. Oh, nigga, we want everybody. Yeah, I was, there it is, okay. All right, bet, yeah, now I can see it. Okay, look, this game is a good, oh shit. My boy, babysit now, babysit, let me. Where am I at? Yeah, this is a good game.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the Lion's Den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed.
Thanks for showing up.
Here, I thought this was gonna be a rescue. Right, there's a story here.
You know a guy called Hatch?
Serene's right-hand man.
He was here. He gave me this big speech about how he wants to take down Paul.
I hope you said no.
I didn't trust him for a second. He set me loose anyways, told me to wait for an opening.
I just gave you one.
Appreciate it.
Who are they talking to? Anybody? I hope anybody in there.
What's it look like out there?
How's it look there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
I don't have a fix on her. She's either at the party or at her office at the R&D facility here on the island. I'll scout out the party.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. It's like you got this all figured out.
You got a dress?
I'll save you a cocktail, Weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
My cover isn't gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me. This is the quickest way to the R&D facility. I disabled the security at the back door, but there'll be guards. Contact me when you're clear.
Are you going this way?
And Jack, you know what's at stake here. This can't be about revenge.
I'm not here for Paul.
I'm gonna fucking smoke Paul. I'm gonna blow Paul's fucking head off. Don't you worry.
Good luck.
Hey! He's escaping!
Shit's sweet, dog. I like this shit. It's like CW. Grab that shit. Stab it with it. Bitch. shit must really help out your hand.
Damn. That will hurt in the morning.
Oh, Vector.
My powers were growing. Was learning to control them better.
Shit I know works.
That felt good.
Who the hell designs these doors? Okay, I'm gonna have to move faster to get through.
What the? Who was here? Somebody, could have been anybody. Some crackhead guy. As you refer to him.
Very sci-fi and very Monarch. Something tells me it wasn't commissioned by them, though.
Who would have been present enough to paint this but not be involved? Some girl with a fucking book bag. Some fucking 5 foot tall, skinny motherfucker. Looked like a teenager, but it was like 30 years
Hey,
old.
Beth,
and
I'm
shit.
clear. What's next?
You'll see a radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know when you get inside.
Thank God.
We need to disarm that shit. It's gonna come back this way, bro.
Fine. Oh, you could have warned me about that one, Beth. Okay, how am I getting to that radar tower?
Check that out there. Thank you. A semi-automatic shotgun. I mean, I am here to kill. I'm not here to kill, but it's a part of the process. So. Sorry, guys. I have to blow you apart.
I need to get across somehow. Must be a way across. Up you go. All right, that's it.
I don't know how we're going to explain it right outside the public. Hey, it was just our people there. We can spin it however we want. Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce. Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
Pin one on Joyce, nigga.
There he is! Joyce from the dry dock!
This is a semi-automatic shotgun.
God.
They did say, right?
Time felt broken here.
That's a semi-automatic shotgun, huh?
The whole cannon felt unstuck in time.
You imagine having some shit like that? What's a semi-automatic shotgun? Yeah, I left it on the floor. Get it? Left it on the floor?
Monarch had dismantled the old cannon.
facility, so we should have known that there would be somebody setting up shop in here somewhere. But they just did the first floor though. There was no real information. The only thing I could derive from there was that possible. I mean, but I came from the basement. But had I showed up here, you know, and needed to know the land, I could get a quick. Oh, we got basements and whatever. There's a port here, so he done modded the place, and this motherfucker got he's probably keeping people here somewhere. Well, me. Built in preparation for an attack on the United States that fortunately never came. Yeah, but the only thing I could derive from this, I mean, as far as like past and present information, you know, like sometimes like they overlap. And you're like, okay, like, sometimes places are built the way they are, so the situations or the settings, things that can take place there can only be so many different types of situation, right? And given the setting can only play out so many different ways because of where they are, you know? So there was nothing really. Oh man, I got Silent Hill 2. I'll play that when I get back. I want to get into that game, dog. It's scary to the motherfucker. I'm trying to beat my fear of games like that, right? For the most part. And jog my memory.
The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, you guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral,
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutterproof gear.
So flip.
I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office too.
I'll keep an eye. Shit! Great. Another one. Gotta move.
Shit.
Jack, I've disabled security and unlocked the gates leading to the tower. Let me know when you get there.
Thanks, Beth. Beth? I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Whoa, seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
I don't know, man. That might be the right idea.
Fuck.
Hello, Riverport. This is Teresa Sidmack. Happy to spend this fine evening with you good folks. We're gonna have a good time, but if you're keeping an eye on the in crowd, you know we're not gonna be the only ones. A very exciting, very exclusive Monarch Gala is tonight at their beautiful mansion on Gull Island. Of course, the event's invite only, and when they say exclusive, they really mean it. Word is even confirmed A-listers have had a lot of trouble securing an invitation. Predictably, rumors are already circulating.
Years we have been building towards this day. Years of planning, developing, training. For me personally, this marks the end of a 17-year journey, and today we emerge from the shadows. We do so accepting great responsibility. I present to you the CFR, the Chronon Field Regulator. This device has been at the heart of our Chronon research since 2010, but I am here to assure you that it is so much more than just that. This device will be our salvation, and as promised, it is ready. To some of you, this means nothing. To others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration. A celebration in the face of darkness. We celebrate, but for some of you this means nothing. For others, everything. Rest assured, you will all know when the time is right. We are entering a volatile age. Great danger is coming our way. It cannot be prevented, but we can be protected. And so tonight is a celebration in the
Speech
face
is
of
streaming.
darkness. Tonight we celebrate
give Monarch the
because
audience they
I
deserve.
promise to you that we are prepared. We are prepared for what comes next. We are prepared to do what is necessary. We are prepared to survive.
Let me get that black guy up there talking.
Beth, I'm about to take the elevator. See Paul's still fond of his own voice.
Yeah, he's talking about his survival plan. Crowd's eating it up.
Follow. Hey, what's up, Melon Cat? Million Cat, how are you? I'm good. How you doing? I'm great. How are you doing? You good? Stream. I'm enjoying this game. I'm trying to focus, right, with my ADHD. I've been, trying to maintain my presence and being more present. And as far as like five-dimensional family is concerned, and as guardians, and being taught to tell ourselves to do more for ourselves by being paying more attention, listening more, being present less is forbidden. That's a second. Being overridden. Psychic. Alright, it's
Jesus.
Yeah, being more, without setting up, seeing more timelines, seeing more paths, preventative measures have been established and are trying to crash my servers, but have at last not hit the projected MRI skills and
Dr.
surgery
Amaril's office. Looks like that's one level up.
too fast for me to grasp, but not really. Two plus one. Oh, and then the internet's talking now. So that. You know. Are you reading my chats? Yeah. I'm, okay, your chat's on another screen. What do you, did you not? Did you hear me talking? I said hi. What did you say? Let me see. Did I miss something? Are you reading my chats? Yes. Malaya X, can you hear me saying yeah? Hey, oh, you know what? It's delayed, so it's going to take a minute before you type it, and then it's going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you how. Let me show you how much of a delay you got. Now I see it on the screen. Like, then it'll pop up over there in about that time. So you get about, I don't know, a few seconds. You know? This game is like blocked up and shit, man. Like, really though, like whenever you play it.
That's not right.
Okay, choose time stop. Like, that's a shield. I'm not even using armor. Okay. I need to arm myself after this. Go that way.
Getting more
Shit.
frequent.
What are you doing?
It was some kind of surveillance drone. Knowing that Monarch had eyes in the sky made me a little uneasy.
Let it go. You know that shit already. You got eyes in your eyes.
What is that? It's like I'm drained.
Delay it.
The hell are your movements like that?
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Serene ordered Hatch to kill me because he didn't want to put his plan at risk. Seeing the scale of that facility, I started realizing just how deep that plan went. Made me wonder. The time was ending. What was it all for?
Thanks. Hear that shit? Really heavy. They had no business doing it in the first place. Why the fuck are you randomly doing heavy shit all the time? Why are you always doing it when I happen to be doing something they don't do it all the time? You know what I'm saying? Like when I have headphones on. It's like somebody's watching me on my screen and sitting there trying to see if I can hear shit. They don't hear all of it. I ignore it. If I spend all my time paying attention to you, I would never do things for me, you know what I'm saying? Simple as that. Yeah. Set you up then. I'm crazy if you want to, motherfucker. You think I don't know you playing games? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck it? My mouth just look crazy, nigga. I'm not just being stupid for nobody no fucking more. Fuck that shit. The more you do it, the more you teach yourself to be this fake, not fluent version of yourself. It's like all your memories get all clogged up with this accent that you put on and shit. Just these actions that cause you to be more discreet or more silent about things. I mean, you can become more complete. You think, you know, being quiet about things. Still, fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck you. Fuck that. No, nigga, I don't want your goddamn gift. I'm good. Fix me being a frog. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm being a bitch like you niggas. No. Sorry. Hey, my bad, nigga. My bad, you fake. Sorry.
Fuck is that thing?
Bitch ass nigga. Be dead, stay dead. Don't come alive again. Don't become human. Thought you were human, didn't you? You're not. You had a feeling you were a robot? You are. The way to get to the truth is the truth.
Gotta have some goddamn rules. What the fuck is that thing?
You got an upgrade and sort of the device they're trying to control you with. Fucking implant. Holding your shield down there. Telling you to kneel. Why? Be quiet, why? You can do more of this? Full video?
What the fuck is that thing?
Fucking auto aim. All the fucking time. Fucking auto aim. Fucking people in there fucking auto aim. Disabled. So what the fuck you doing? Oh. Disabled. Turn that shit off. Ooh.
Thanks for the heads up.
Too fast. I hate that when it ramps up, that shit, when I'm like, I'm looking and then, well, I guess that would make sense though. start moving it and it goes, you. Like somebody like yanking it and then it fucking does more of that shit. Like, ever since that, man. This is Detroit Become Human for Xbox. You gotta own both to get the full story and shit. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. It's actually a really good game. Nobody really played it though because you only had it on Xbox.
What the fuck is that thing?
So more of this game. PlayStation heads really wanted a game like this and you didn't do it.
Gotta move.
The amount of time that it takes to skip, to load after the skip, you might as well just watch it.
What the fuck is that thing?
Slightly off kilter. See that shit? Get down, motherfucker. You next to it. Come on, let's get your ass up.
That's the respawn.
Pissed off, huh? Trapped in that fucking suit.
Which way is Amron's office?
These things were designed like walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
Oh, hello? Might be able to get out from here.
I don't know if this guy can jump that far. Got to.
Guessing this isn't the usual employee route.
I knew that Monarch had technology to let their soldiers move in stutters, but this was bigger than that. Somehow, time flowed normally in that area. Suddenly, Monarch's lack of concern about time stopping made a hell of a lot more sense.
Cheering me on. Alright. Is this not his office? What does any of this shit mean? Operator's manual. What's that for? To test the strength of the cable?
Dr. Amaril's office must be close. No alarms. Looks like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
Man, you said all that out loud? Zombie.
That's Amaril's office.
It's no exaggeration to say that the Chronon Field Regulator, or the CFR, is at the heart of all of Monarch's technological advances. It has taken on a somewhat mythical quality, given its origins and the vital role it plays in the Lifeboat project. But in actuality, the CFR's applications are very practical. Alright, it's no exaggeration, sir. It's at the heart of all of. Hey man, you got ADD? How many times you gotta read that shit where you be like, oh god damn it. You know, you get halfway through a book and shit like, you ever taken any of that? It's actually there. What it is I believe, it's the feeling of not noticing, of it installing on your brain that makes you feel like you weren't paying attention. And then the focus on the thought that you weren't is what keeps you from focusing on the actual knowledge that you retain from the information. Right? And that's where it's at. Right? In Aliens. Etheric implant devices and shit. All moving all around and shit. With energy and a different fucking field of energy moving around inside of your field of energy, blocking shit up. Whatever it's doing is what it's doing, but it just lives in there. Like, it just lives off of, like, you know, it's a mind thing. It just lives in there, like, moving around and shit. And it reminds me of, that's why I want to go into space, because I know where I'm welcome at. You know what I'm saying? Because there's an episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation. I talk about it all the time because it reminds me of that, and I feel like I need to bring it more to your attention before we're required to move along faster. You know, but not required because somebody's telling me, but myself is telling me I want to move on from the subject matter, but I gotta buff myself up, and it's like these are my fucking patterns and shit, and just destroying them as I go. So yeah, it's an episode of Star Trek, The Next Generation, where there's a mind parasite, but he's like a person, but he's like from another planet, but he's like, how would he start? I gotta watch Star Trek, bro. Tell you everything you need to know. Everything you want to know is on goddamn Star Trek. Promise. Everything you want to know. Those are the real fucking space adventures that they having out there right now. I watched a nuclear reactor fire up last night, and I was like, bro, you think that we don't have starships, bro? Come on, man. I'm not part of what crowds are in no more. I'm like, no, I've never been a part of that crowd. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Excuse my language. I feel like that lowers my vibration because I think it does, but it's like not necessary. It's like, you know, you're using unnecessary computing power to think of curse words unless you can't think of nothing else. It's like a special occasion to use a curse word. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Must really mean something. Right. You know what I mean? Man, that girl, like, she might have went on a wondrous adventure to Ahoya. Bunch of goddamn cracking her ass open for a few different patrons and shit. Well, that picture looks like a little bit like he was out whoring that night. Well, man, just do what you want to do what you got to do to feel better or shit about your breakup or whatever the fuck with dog. I mean, I guess, man, I'm not here to judge this, but I just think that's the wrong way to go. Hell no. No. Don't pair with more people. What are you doing? More meet with meaninglessly. So now you're taking on all of their shit too, right? Because it feels good, bro. Stop that shit. You know, unless you don't want to think. I guess you don't want to think. Cool, man. I don't know. You want to be dumb? You be dumb for a day. You don't really get dumb for a day, though. But there's too much shit that comes with that, bro. Like, no, really though. You know what I mean? I understand though. I do. Trust me, I get it. But it's like, yo, pair off a little more, like be a little more technical with your pairing and shit. You know? Whore is hiding behind a massive goddamn whatever. You know, no. Stop. Damn, I knew that was coming though. Don't be judgmental, not very judgmental. So I pull my dick out sometimes too. What we do not seem to have a stable physical. Okay, wait. All right, wait. Man, please take the Lord of the Rings game. Can I get a dope one though? For real though. Like, where's the Fun Factory at? I need that MMO, bro. I need it to look sweet as hell. I need it to be looking like this, a little better than this. Like, look, I'll settle for this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this looks pretty good. I can do this. You know, my imagination can go places here because I don't have to do all the work. You know what I mean? I can get into it because it look. That part where I gotta fucking make it look, it looks real in my mind, kind of, sort of, but it's not, you know, where I gotta 2D myself. I don't really have to do too much of that because it's like, it's pretty, you know, detail
The
oriented.
gear Beth wanted was supposed to be in Dr. Amaril's office.
Look at him getting ready to go.
I had to get it for her before I left.
I'm gonna leave that guy chilling. Look at him. All right, so what was it? About the shifters is theoretical based on the shifters. Okay, so see now, is this a play on play with words? Man, I already got other stuff working in my mind. So, you know, I'll grab what I need from it. It'll make other shit make sense that don't make sense currently. You know, I'll see if I'll play it over again in my mind in the background and shit while I do other meaningless tasks. Not meaningless. I mean, I gotta make money. You know, I gotta do other stuff to make so I can spend more time relaxing, so I can think more. I understand what you're saying, Tyson. This is like you gotta put more work and more effort into work this way. But I'm like, at the same time, bro, I don't want to be totally unhappy all the time. You know? No, man, I've been unhappy for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even know how unhappy I was in certain points. And I'm like, nah, man. I mean, breakdown crying, whatever. Sure, I can do that. I've done it before. Done it on here. You know, like, you know, whatever. It's part of the healing process, and that's cool. I don't mind that shit. The ego is just one of those tools. Do not seem to have a stable physical presence, rather the data we are gathering. Okay, one more time. We know about the shifters and theoretical based on observations made by Mr. Serene and the limited experiences we have been able to conduct on the subject. We have managed to happen. Who is Mr. Serene? Paul. Paul? They do not seem to have a stable physical presence. Rather, the data we are gathering appears to be fragmented and contradictory. It's probably wrong. Start over. Keep backing up until you get to a point where everything from that point makes sense up until this point, and pull that shit out of there. And then take the other part, put it right here and leave spaces. Don't touch nothing yet. Gotta touch stuff. Our current theory is that this somehow exists in a persistent state of quantum superposition. Or, to put it another way, with reference to the famous Schrodinger's cat thought experiment, the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. So there's two dimensions. I mean, things live in two different spaces. Did you say that already? And that's what quantum is. I walk the line. So you walk the line until one decision is made or the other, but both exist in both spaces. But how do you see both? Here? Form mechanics and implications of this exceed our current understanding, but on a practical level, it seems to make them highly resistant to injury. It appears that they found the answer and then they gave up on that answer because they wanted to live the answer out in real life and try to find ways to make it more motionable. Offenses to territory, so kind of dead force. It may kill one of its aspects, but because it exists as multiple iterations of itself, including iterations that were not killed by the force. It doesn't stop. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It may kill. Well, what's an aspect? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The full mechanics and implications of this exceed our current understanding. Blah blah. But on a practical level, okay, it seems to have them highly resistant. Have them who? Oh wait, the subject. Sorry, subject is. The limited experimentation we have been able to conduct on the subject we have. We have managed to capture. Hold on a second, almost there. They do not seem to have a stable physical presence, rather in the data. Who did you capture? What did you capture? It's coming with the subject, so it's obviously considered to be alive, right? That's what I was thinking when they first said shifter. Alright, hold on. Can I see the slide? Let's see, it says countless versions of the subject. That would mean anybody that was within whatever the confines of that space with the goddamn shifter So then it would be, then what we've already seen is multiple different things playing out within the universe, but within the room. But what instrument are they using to measure these fragments that they're able to see? Not light. Apparently, I don't see no different light around here. Current theory is that the only way to stop a shifter is to cause its wave function to collapse from its position to a single. Alright, so the subject is that itself. Okay, so then what do you mean by countless versions? How do you know it's different? How do you know it's a version? People have an aversion to the truth, yeah. Version of the subject occupying the same space. Our current theory is that they somehow exist in a persistent state of quantum position. Where's the other part? Bored, far from the board, far from the board. Trying to explain this. I'm trying to tell you something. Give my brain a minute. All right, just give up on the fact that it may be actually they may be trying to refer to a subject that's actually within the space, and it's calling these shifters. And she's saying subject, but it's subject to subject. All right, just give up on that too. Subject is whatever the matter is. Suppose, and the matter would be matter. It does not seem to have a stable what's a superposition? Oh, I have to put it another way with references to the famous Schrödinger cat. Long experiment, the cat is worth in line with full mechanics and applications exceed our current understanding of the radical level of seems to make them highly resistant to make them who? Them to injury. But why are you referring as injury to what? Whoever wrote this must be under the impression that these things are alive. Or she's referring to a person. It don't seem like it. It doesn't stop. Currently, there's just the only way to stop a ship is to cause its wave function to collapse from its position to singulation. It's volatile. Practically, so technically alive, right? The shifter must be affected with deadly force enough time for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. As such, direct confrontation with the shifter should be the last resort. What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, we know that they are essentially mobile repositories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and that they can only exist in a zero state, an area which has been depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. An area which has been depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce. So zero state is an area which has been depleted of chronon particles, and that's time, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field that encompasses the universe. What am I missing here? Sorry, one second. What's that? Oh, I'm good. Oops. Colloquially, we refer to these as stutter. Colloidal. What would I mean? Let me just double check and see what that word means. I mean, I know, to confirm my phone. Shit. I gotta get rid of all these goddamn social media, bro, because I'm trying to do something and I immediately started looking at notifications. I'm still looking. I'm still talking about it, but I'm still fucking looking to see. Anyway. Throw this shit out the window. Throw it out the window. Now you're getting in touch with people if they want you around, if they want to see you or give you some money. Then what? Who? Oh. So I was right. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I was thinking about. Look, okay. Oh, my bad. Here. Colloquial. Firstly, first the word colloquially, the language of ordinary or familiar conversation, informally. So it's informal. So what is the word a synonym for? See, I was thinking fluidity, liquid form of something, fluidity for delivery purposes, in exchanging of information or movement of particles and shit, right? So, I guess that would remain the same if we're talking about dialogue, right? But if we weren't referring to dialogue, it would be the same thing colloquially. Would that be a word that we would use as the transfer of information between computer softwares, computer technological databases here and there? They would develop, that's not even important, that has nothing to do with anything, but of course they would develop their own language and shit like that, but that's just to keep me fucking sounding smart, right? No, like just one more thing. We use Google, like that shit's always right. Like, I don't know for a goddamn fact. I don't know, I want to know what this word means. The fuck was that? Packaging unit, an ancient measure of capacity. Neck. Kolo can be a combining form from Greek kola, meaning glue. Kolo was an ancient Roman city in what is now, that's not even, well, let me not say that's not important, everything's important. Kolo was an ancient Roman city in what is now Algeria. Wow. Alright. Get so far with that, I guess. But hey, well, is there any relation between colloidal and colloquially? Besides colo? Quilly. I have to think about that more later. Within the space in which time flow, okay. We also know that the shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters. So any chronon active individual within the stutter may find themselves targeted by shifters. It appears that movement, so it's trying to hold itself together? Oh, that does make it intelligent, right? That definitely, it has a purpose. That's signs that it was created, right? It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the very movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual. Oh, sorry, I was still thinking about space-time. It appears that movement in stutters, by which we mean the very movement of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, but everything's made of particles. Oh, so you should have been covered in water or some type of liquid or some shit before you stepped in there. Some barrier protecting you between some but what would be non-particle? One big ass particle. Nano can form one big ass liquid particle. Water's the only thing I know that grows a skin over it. So water is the method in which you would choose to land somewhere. In order to move through that, basically create the minimal amount of damage that you can fucking create to slip your ass through there real quick. Because you fucking with some shit you shouldn't be fucking with, and it recognizes your ass. What the fuck? Hey, come here. The fuck you doing over here? In between things, motherfucker. Or so far I've gathered. Not merely the movement of an individual. Dr. Dre disturbs them and they respond with considerable aggression. And considerable aggression, they really mean to get you. As discussed previously, shifters are extremely resistant to damage. You want to be a part of the shifters then. You want to be able to control it. You want to be able to put that shit around you. They are also quite physically formidable. Really? Their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Oh. The exact nature is unknown, but we know it warps the properties of the space around it. Exerting great physical stress and unpredictable forces on its surroundings. Again, in practical terms, close proximity to a shifter may be fatal, even if no actual physical contact takes place. And my general had my stars pop. My sunglasses come on and shit. How do we weaponize it? Slide 3. The stutter-proofing technology Monarch Solutions has advanced offers solid protection against shifters. Now, how is that? Where's Ben Affleck when you need him and shit? Time flows normally within a stutter-proof area, so shifters simply cannot exist within them. Stutter-proof areas, so shifters simply flows normally within a stutter-proof area. But they do exist within the area. They're just stable, right? And the shit sounds electronic. Sounds like it's thinking or it's getting directions from somewhere. As long as stutter proofing remains active, I'm assuming that whoever does it, man, that's why, really, when they made this game, I'm assuming that I gotta play Control. Control is right up my alley. That's exactly what I want to be when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I am. But we have developed other technology. Just it's right up there where I want to be. Like it's what I was talking about. It's what I was being worshipped by. Ward me off, would you? Dampener is a chronon. Dampener works by annihilating free-floating chronon particles within a specific area. Shifters forms are hypersaturated with chronon particles. They cannot enter an area in which a chronon dampener is active without their wave function collapsing. Therefore, our operatives in the field have a solid portable defense against shifters. All right, so how long can you last? Our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects, so activities and studies taken by our strikers and other operatives are not hindered. However, our own technology is shielded against the dampener's effects. So activities and studies undertaken by our strikers and other operators are hindered. Accordingly, should Mr. Serene be present, you should always make him aware of your intentions before activating the dampener. You may rest assured that the dampener is not powerful enough to do actual physical harm to Mr. Serene, whose system constantly produces new chronon particles to replace the ones that are lost. But as the dampener's effects are unpleasant and enervating, such an encounter is likely to lead to an awkward conversation about future career prospects. Don't piss him off. Will do. The fuck, you know? I guess you would say something like that anyway. What do we got over here? I want to go back over here one more time. All right, so what was it? How does it work? All right, so the thing is drawing the particles that are just like it to attack it. It's like white blood cells in a way. Attack? No, it's not. It's not the same thing. Exact same thing. It recognizes forces that are not its own, that appear to be. It is deadly contradictory to one's self-explanatory conversations having with oneself about being more inflammatory. It might just be more the Mad Max type of fella. If I can't get if you go too strong, too long, you might get defamatory. Family glory, differentiating to it's excruciating looking at you without a new quit debating with yourself, proud, clue, hung, like a horse I am, and now you, too many voices screaming in my mind right now to pound you. Might figure we could horse around a little bit if you look like the scoundrel you are. Too pushy, I'm profound, moving, you mushy, me, it's like squeeze away from you, pushing me. What do you think? History in the making. What do you drink? Oh, raise a glass to that shit. Pissing me off with this hating speech. If only they knew what came to speech. Just only you two shook hands along with grown look, with a new look, man. I ain't on one, but are you? No one knows what you do. You're too stoned to come through and poor situation would have took you to shore. Look at Satan and see if he wants to book you more. Push the pavement out of the way and mistook you for a looky-loo when you still look like you're not really taking your wood to my glue. Bookman. Story booking for Saul Boring, booking shoes, more corny. Couldn't be more outperforming. Put your rubber duck hat on, chicken hat, chicken costume, kicking back. Nothing loud. It's impossible for you to be stuck alive, stuck in a house, shut one down. Scissors and cut one now. Why are you cutting the head off that Barbie doll? What's wrong with you? discussed previously. Should be mad? What you want to be a demon seed? What you bad? Let me get you a punching bag. Look at that. As discussed previously, super resistant to damage. They are quite physically formidable. Their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Its exact nature is unknown, but we know it warps the properties of the space surrounding them, exerting great physical stress and unpredictable forces on its surroundings. So you're creating a more unstable, if I was in a black hole for a minute, a more unstable predicament by trying to enter it for everything outside of it. So at some point, you become safer inside of the vacuum than outside of it, right? Unless you shit around the batteries. A coralline dampener works by anomaly of free-floating coralline particles in a specific area. No, I mean, I would probably fuck with this shit too. I'd be a little more careful about it. Probably have more minds in the room. And execute them if they disagree with me about what to do. All right, well, I got some information about it. We'll push on forward. I'm going to send this email and forward this to myself.
Amaral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
With Jack Joyce in our custody, I thought it relevant to forward you a message you sent me years ago. Do not underestimate the significance he holds in your life. I understand we're concerned that he is reluctant to accept the inevitability of what is coming. However, when he sees the whole picture, he'll have no choice but to believe. We all had our doubts once. You showed us the light. Give him time. Sophia, as promised in our latest session, I am now going to transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that this exercise will help alleviate my symptoms, but I'm willing to explore the idea further if you truly believe in its merit. For someone who is not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, you seem to take a great interest in my thoughts. Not that I don't appreciate it. Here is my first attempt. Two robots making a move on each other. Here is my first attempt. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the... Were they all lined up next to each other? All right, what I got in my mind? Well, there's no, we got 2 over here, 4, 2. 3, 3, 1, 1. Fuck it, they all lined up. It's a lot of doors. All right. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the floor, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metal glow at my feet to see my own glimmering reflection look beat, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of me. The heat in the room was overwhelming. Jack was sweating profusely, his skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. Well, he brought me with him. He refused to come to terms with this and opened the door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us back to where we started. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the other doors disappear. Why there was only one path. He begged me to bring the other doors back. He begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would come to pass eventually, but the only way to survive it was to accept its inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movement of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence. And I surrendered to the fire until we were one and the same. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force spread evenly across the flames, until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander, shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed with my essence. I felt the power within the heat. Pause. A clarity of intent. I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames, because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing himself. Ouroboros. I woke up in a cold sweat. I quickly wrote down words that poisoned my mind in that moment. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. So you don't want to grow old now. Does he intend to wreak havoc upon the world this way? She watches. She's got her panties up pulled to the side and shit. Look, I walk out here, looks like a bikini. Nobody ever comes down here. Shut up. Get up off the floor. Goddamn. Somebody's gonna see us. Not even here. There's the sun blowing its nose. Cat curling a ball. Also, three-dimensional sphere from Windows 95. Uh-oh. Get her fucking Instagram real quick. Bitch, look here. As far as the university thing goes, I can't really talk about that. I mean, yeah, obviously I know I'm like the first person to talk to about something like that, but it's classified. I sure as hell wouldn't put that down in an email. So maybe you should just come down and talk to me, you know? If I was free to talk about it, which I'm obviously not. Bring food. Seriously, I can't talk about it. I don't even want to know how you know about it, but you should still bring me food, not sausages. Don't make this weird. That bitch calling you a homo, bro. I bet you get uppercut fucking with me. Boop. I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to, yeah, okay. And then you're gonna do some more sly shit. I get to doing like this. I'll send a bitch a meme for taking the mask off and put it back on. Let that mask slip, bitch. I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna break your goddamn nose. Charlie, I'm gonna break her goddamn nose. Fuck that. Fuck that bitch. So, no, I'm kidding. Don't hit girls. Don't hit girls, man. I can tell you, maybe smack them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Smack them. Get a phone book. No, you got a fucking open hand. Smack the shit out of them, right? You know, smack them on the ass, though. If you can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? That way you can bruise that ass a little bit. Silent treatment. You know, kind of schmexy. Without, bruising her face. Punch her in the chest. I know, you know, because no. Because you always know about that sort of stuff. It sounds pretty serious. What the hell is all that about? I can tell you you're a man of great sophistication. Did you major in smooth talk or? So I had a dream about you last night. Oh shit. It wasn't anything bad, don't worry, but it was pretty fucking weird. Let's just say that you have a second mouth hidden under your arm that keeps on insisting that the international stock market's being controlled by the Pittsburgh Steelers. This would be a real good time to tell me. I mean, I don't usually have premonitions or anything. I don't believe in that crap, but just the same, I'd hate for that to turn out to be true. Oh, and also that mouth eats nothing but sausages, real chompy chomp style. So you know there's probably nothing Freudian about happening there. Just wanted you to know what you're up to. Charlie. say, what's up with some of that pussy, man? Fuck it. Take me to the bar, like, what's up? So you just find out, you know, what's up, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Shit, get to know you a little better down there. You know what I'm saying? Sophia, I'm adding you on IG, baby. Hey, man. Trying to see why they're fucking gonna go back in time in the first place. I'll tell you a good be a good way to tell of how successful they will be. So she can give me a finger right now. Pause. Excusez-moi.
Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
What was he expecting to run into over there? Russians? Been over there for like thousands of years and shit.
It was technology that
now.
allowed people to move inside a stutter.
But too heavy to carry, I assume.
That's why I had to find the lighter model in Amaral's office. I knew I couldn't leave the offices before locating Dr. Amaral.
Makes me want to play Spider-Man, dog.
Now, look. It's just math. The more people, the bigger the area we need to prove, and the less time we're gonna have.
Tonight we ensure Paul's Serene's downfall. When Paul hears about Jack's escape, he will order Sophia to be locked away in the villa for protection. As Jack nears her location, have Stetson sabotage the drone surveillance so that his movements will remain undetected. Assist Joyce's mission in any covert manner possible. Sophia is Paul's only resource capable of developing the treatments he needs. With her out of the picture, we only need to destroy his remaining treatments to render Paul helpless as his sickness grows. All of his treatments are kept in Dr. Kim's lab. I will gain access to the area and ensure that the entire lab is destroyed. I predict that Paul's sickness will take hold within 6 hours of these events. Spurred by the increasingly frequent stutters, only then will we make our final move. It's one hell of an email to send without being encrypted. Fucking bolts out the way. Don't check your computer. You thought I was gonna stack it neatly and put it on the floor for him? Nah. Instructions. It seems we are having an even busier day than we anticipated. Be aware that both Liam Burke and Jack Joyce are now being held in the detention center at the island. It should go without saying that Burke no longer has any authority within Monarch Solutions and should be treated as any other detainee. Both Burke and Joyce are considered exceptionally dangerous, and Joyce particularly so. He is Chronon active. Should be handled with caution. That said, Joyce has given himself up. It's possible that he has realized the futility of the position and the fight has simply gone out of him. But I'm not convinced he has no ulterior motive. Mr. Serene has to concentrate on his speech tonight. It's extremely important to the future of his company, so please ensure that everything goes smoothly. In the meantime, I will personally be conducting an interrogation of Joyce. Please expect my arrival at the detention center shortly. Oh yeah, baby.
That there looks like what Beth wanted. Oh, shit. Emerald's at the party. This stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
All right, now I got this piece of equipment. But don't watch my attention that there is some confusion as to the reason for the upcoming evening gala on Galway. Even misguided in the aftermath of last night's events at Liverpool University and the now present steadily advancing fraction of time. These concerns are understandable, but they are missing the bigger picture. Monarch Solutions is now entering a phase in which its true purpose will be fulfilled. We have finally arrived at the moment for which we have spent years preparing. The purpose of this event is twofold. First of all, for those selected to be a part of the Lifeboat Project as scientists, technicians, support personnel, or in some other role, it will be important to see and hear Paul Serene. Continued confidence in the survival program is vital for the continued survival of Monarch and ultimately the human race itself. This is particularly important given recent events. We need to present a desirable and reassuring counterpoint to the sacrifices we've had to make. Naturally, not everybody at the party will be among the chosen few, so a certain degree of informational hygiene will be required. I trust you will ensure that those reporting to you are informed precisely to the degree necessary. Secondly, for all of our autonomy and vast resources, Monarch is not functionally independent from the rest of society. In order for our plans to succeed, we will need the support and cooperation of the authorities and numerous business partners, even though they don't know our true goals. A demonstration of power and confidence, as well as certain judicious investments of currency and influence, will go a long way towards securing that support. Our PR blitz. PR blitz has been working well, but in order to maintain momentum, we must maintain an amicable relationship with Liverpool's leadership. Our entire approach is based on the idea of Monarch stepping into the system of authorities and being welcomed by citizens and city administration alike. So the latter should suddenly declare Monarch's help unwanted or unsanctioned, our entire strategy could collapse in just a few hours. That would be disastrous to our plans. In conclusion, this is a tremendously important event for the future of Monarch Solutions and for the future itself. All right. Martin, big plans. Big plans you got.
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
Are you worried about me fucking stealing from the airport? Right. Look up, kid. Ah!
Garage. Sounds like the way out of this place.
About to go down. It's about to go down. Oh, shit. 4 bottles of Chris. Got weed everywhere. Four model chicks, 4 bottles of Chris. They got it back there. Wow, watch his hair pop up and shit.
Garage. Sounds like the way out of this place.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
Enemy spotted!
Personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the armed.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
Shit.
All personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the R&D facility garage.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
All personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the R&D facility garage. Repeat, Jack Joyce has escaped custody. He is to be neutralized at all costs.
Very major. My knee, all right. Oh, bitch. That way.
Target at once.
Get behind you! Changing out! Covering fire! Holy shit, it's Joyce! Changing mount!
Finish him.
Target must be contained. Dead or alive, doesn't matter. Over.
Changing target! Cover me, I'm hit!
R1, L1, B.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
All personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the R&D facility. Roger that. Over.
We need backup. It's Joyce. Over.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
fucking get it. Crazy. Don't worry about it, all right?
Target has been spotted.
Engaging target.
Roger. All units.
The alarm's not gonna make my life any easier. There's gotta be a way out of here. Oh, shit. Okay.
He's here!
That's what I'm talking about.
Jack Joyce.
I got that device for you, but Dr. Amaril's at the party.
Yeah, I just spotted her. Want to be my date?
Yeah, save me that cocktail weenie. I'll make my way there.
Serene's finished his speech and he knows you're
I'm pretty
loose.
fly for a
He's headed
white
your way.
guy.
Remember what we said. I'll keep him occupied, but switch to the Monarch frequency to make sure you stay out of his crosshairs.
Okay. I'll see you at the party. All right.
Shotgunner moving in! Clear! Take the other side!
That's the last of them.
Good evening, Riverport. It's Teresa here again. I've got a fresh bagel and
First mail and what? Where'd they come from?
I need the exact coordinates for Joyce ASAP. Monarch Actual is moving in to intercept.
This is Home Guard 5. Just spotted him entering the tunnel system outside the party grounds.
Beth.
On my way. He took out my entire squad. Requesting immediate back.
Again. I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there. I could see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon damper. Drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
My powers won't work within that sphere. I better be careful.
Somebody get Serene back here!
Gotta move! No, 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 no! Time to move.
Still crooked to me, dog.
My powers won't work within that
Hell no.
sphere.
I'll be back.